Hey everyone, this is Alex from TimeSeries, and I'll be giving you a quick demo of the UDI submission application that we've built in conjunction with Siemens. Now, where does this fit in with Siemens? Teamcenter, Siemens PLM, is what allows a user to manage the data of its organization's medical devices throughout a device's product lifecycle, from design to end of life, distribution, all of that. Where MINIX fits in is that it sits on top of Teamcenter and acts as the conduit to allow Teamcenter to communicate with the FDA's GUDID while also providing useful submission management tools. So MINIX gives the ability for Teamcenter PLM to push UDI data to the FDA's GUDID via the AS2 protocol. It also tracks the life cycle of an organization's UDI as it moves through the process of UDI submission. For instance, from to be pushed to a successful push, so it goes to grace period, and then to published. Or, if it errors, we capture all of that and give feedback to the user so they can act accordingly. On every push, it also provides the export that we've sent to the FDA to Teamcenter to provide a closed loop. Where the data goes. This is just a quick visual representation of where the data moves. So the data is generated in Teamcenter and managed in Teamcenter. And Mendix integrates with Teamcenter to pool that data and allows for easy viewing and management, but it also does the heavy lifting in formatting and exporting these files to the FDA's GUDID and also providing that back to Teamcenter. So let's get started with the demo. So this is the homepage. This is where you land. You log in. This is a normal user. And what you get presented with is just kind of some summary info of your UDI submissions. We have a simple bar graph where we see our UDIs that need attention, UDIs to be pushed, our grace period or published. And we also, on the right here, have a line graph kind of giving you a barometer of how you're doing with your pushes, successful versus unsuccessful pushes, just so you can get an idea of your quality of data. So, but let's get started with getting some data from Teamcenter. So we're gonna just press this button here, and it's gonna bring us in our to be pushed bucket because we just received this data. If we can just hop right in it, we can check it out. This looks good. I'm not seeing anything wrong with it. So let's go and push it. Now, I'm going to select it. I'm going to submit my UDI. I am sure. And we've got a successful push, so it's been placed into the grace period. I'm going to close this and let's go check it out. So I'm in my grace period bucket. I'm going to search for the Marcor. Click. Got it. It looks to be in our grace period, and it'll be in this grace period for 7 days, just given the FDA's business rules. And you can make changes to it via the AS2 protocol as well, without having to unlock or lock it. And after 7 days, it'll move to this published status. So if we go check that out, what we'll see here is that we're in published status. It's available via the Access GUDID. I can see it through this URL, and that's built whenever it's published. And it's also got a lock status. Now, in order to make changes, you got to go through the FDA's process of unlocking the record and whatnot and doing all of that. The last thing I'd like to show you is the error handling. Part of this AS2 protocol is it controls liability between the FDA and the submitter, and it gives these errors. So it's obviously valuable for an organization to capture these errors to kind of figure out what went wrong. So we know that this Act 3 was rejected by the GUDID, and there's more detail, but we don't really want to show that to this normal user. But it's there, and it can be acted upon in a actionable way. So that's the demo. Thanks for your time.